Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, and we love to be share with you our valuable experts' opinions, especially people they are concerned regarding AML. What is AML? How we have to be registered with the AML. I'm a Shafiqur Rahman, FCPA, working as a partner in Ahmed Al Akbari Chartered Accountant. And as everyone knows, year 2021 declare as a year of 50, and we love to be thanks for this United Arab Emirates and the government who is always trying best to take a head step for the implementation and execution of the new and latest law. So we are lucky one. We have Mr. Atif Chaudhary. He is one of the professional and expert having a rich knowledge and experience, especially from UK, and working as a managing partner, director with the Leeds accounting firm. So I would request Mr. Atif, please share with your valuable experience and exposure.
As introduction, my name is Atif Wadach. Already you guys know, and I'm working here as a consultant in UAE and dealing with different compliance procedures and all related stuffs. Without any delay, we're gonna start the things. So money laundering, anti-money laundering, goAML, UAE. Then there is other terms as well. Use terror finance. Know your client information, and different aspects will come during our presentations. Okay, this is initially I'm going to introduce as a very simple way what is the money laundering. So as you know, launder the money, to clean the money. So why people clean the money, and why they just sent into the, if you can see somewhere, wherever we see for money laundering prospectus come, they put the money in a machine and they clean it and get out for using all these things. Money laundering is not direct a crime, because in money laundering there is another crime is linked with money laundering. We can say this is a second phase of the crime. Somebody did the tax evasion, yeah, so he want to hide the money. So after that he do the money laundering. Some do the trafficking. If I go down different aspects of the what the others things where people get the first, people do the first crime, and after that they do the second crime, money laundering. Okay, so different aspects of bribery, corruption, fraud, smuggling, drugs trafficking, and the other related things. So people get the money from these aspects. No, they want to use this money without coming in sight of the government or the forcing agencies. Money laundering, there is three aspects come, where I can say placement, layering, and integration. Okay, first I go for the placement. I said early, when we see some business, they are into there's no business in that, there's no customer, nothing, but they are standing since years. 70, there's nothing about the money laundering. Then 80s it start working on, and then 90s and 2000. I know it is very hot topic, and there is a lot of, if I can see, you can see what a lot of internationally efforts are going on to tackle these things. Internationally, there is United Nations Security Council resolution was passed. Then FATF is there. Then International Monetary Fund is there, or European Union have their own directives to control this. Then if we talk respect to UAE also very strong in these things. They have different laws since starting 2000, 2004, 14, 18, and 20, and there is goAML for the non-financial businesses as well. So this is what money laundering, and know this anti-money laundering, where the global, as already discussed these things, where globally people are working, institutions are working to tackle the excuse me, to tackle the this money laundering stuffs. And within the companies, they are no further. We will go how to do this. UE doing the recent procedure, especially the main topic we coming back in second phase. So where the UE government and forcing the companies, institution, they do all the anti-money laundering procedures. How they do it? Normally, what happens? All the company has internal procedure controls, everything. Then they have a AML compliance officer, regular employees training, and then of course independent review from the other than IT solutions, and all this stuff going to be used in the to tackle the money laundering. Okay, so little term which came, know your customer. In anti-money laundering, there is one term you use, you should know your customer, especially for the you can say banks. If these days we have noticed banks are too much strict with their transactions and their business terms and all these things. So this is a part of the money laundering procedures. So know you're checking the customer IDs, determining what they are doing, identity, then business information, legitimate, or what kind of business have the worth they can generate that much of the funds. So all these things. Then there is some customer identification program. Different countries, some different country they call it know your customer. Other company customer identification program. All these. How identify what is deposit, assets, loans, how they are using their money, safekeeping, all these things are be recognized in the world. Okay, for the minimum requirement, if you know your customer, their legal name, date of birth, physical address, their tax number, all these related things should know. Okay. So this is a little bit about money laundering and anti-money laundering. Now, the second phase we are important to discuss today is the UE implementing these they currently to register with all non-financial business. You want to register all non-financial businesses and professional with goAML. So goAML, what is goAML? goAML is a basically an international software IT solution for intelligence system. This is developed by the United Nations, and almost 50 to 60, I think, between countries using the same software. And where, of course, the IT people know the better how they let every country know use this software, and then these countries register their business in that software, and then these monitor the things. So we talk about the UAE. Their UAE make a financial intelligence unit, which is specially to control the anti-money laundering stuff. And this financial intelligence unit are linked with the goAML. So all UAE businesses need to be registered with the goAML, and then they do the regular reporting to this financial intelligence unit in UAE. So there, for I think recently they make the anti-money laundering code as well in UAE. So these rules going to be very strict for the people. So the companies need to be very careful to meet these regulations. Okay, what is goAML? goAML already told, one is the software which a lot companies need to be registered. No, I just want to get one presentation how we need to be registered with goAML. So for goAML, there is two types of the registration. First, you need to go there and pre-registration. You need to have approval as a central bank. From central bank, you get the approval, and after that, you can register with the once you register, pre-registration is completed, Then you process to register with the financial intelligence unit, which is controlling all these things. So I think you can guys see this one. So this is pre-registration process. So this is available everywhere in UAE, Ministry of Finance, and maybe in central bank as well. So all the information is very clear, and but just I go for a little bit because sometime if you need to be stuck, it's easy for you guys. Okay, first what you need to do it. This is kind of if you are doing the banking, you have the passcode to enter into the. There is some kind of before they giving the one device online, and they give a app where you can get the security code and you can enter. So this is kind of that thingy. You need to be get the approval that kind of security codes. Okay, first you need to go to Central Bank e-services, and then from e-services, this is process. You register your name, details, everything. The list of all the documents and everything is there. Where you need trade license, if which businesses you can see a legal person, IDs, everything. So then you do the process, and then you wait for the some code. You receive one email. From email, you can verify your details, and after verification, you will get a OTP and one OTP on email and one OTP on SMS. Then you register. There is also link come on email. You can click on that link, and you enter that 2 OTP on that links. Then you will get a secret code. Okay, once you get this secret code, then you need to download your Google authentication app. Yeah, I'm wrong. So then after this app, you enter your secret code and other information, and then you can able to log in Central Bank website as a user. Okay, once you process all these things and you pre-register with the Central Bank, no, it's going to be a second step. So I will share my other screen where a second step of the registration will come. AML. So this is once you do pre-registration, after that you're going to go to e-services portal, which in other I can go AML, and then there is you need to add your all the things. Okay, this is detail they're giving. Once you register goAML, what you need to do, you need to do the reporting, suspicious transactions, suspicious activity, additional information, and or whatever you need to provide there on that goAML FL. Okay, this is again very clearly explained in this their circulation, and you easily can follow it. But a little bit I go on it, so it's easy for you to second time. Okay, so first you need to go to a registration process. You just enter first you need to register as a company. So they do registration as an individual, register as a company, if you can see here. So register as an organization, start the process. Again, everything's given, what type of authority, who is gonna report all these things. Then there's you need the information of your money laundering officer. So you need to allocate one money laundering officer, a reporting officer, who can link communicate with the authorities. So this money laundering reporting officer can be a individual who own you, or it can be a organization. You can outsource any consultant and what else if they meet your requirements. Okay, you add the detail of the money laundering officer as well, and once you did all the details, you need to upload the documents like authorization that this person is our officer, reporting officer, all these stuffs. And that's one point. This guy is going to be your main liaison person. Later he can handle the other things, which I will let you know in further step further below. Okay, so there is what I'm telling, the registration person. So we add up this money laundering person, then password and everything, and then we submit this our report application. Any information we need to load, we can upload all our documents like IDs, passports, trade license, everything. Okay, again, if delete, and then again, normal procedure registration, their authentication of the numbers, you are a human. And then once you submit, so this message will come. Okay, so now you have to wait for. So after some scrutiny, after checkup, that approving authority will send you that you are registered as a company, and you will they will provide you one unique number for this purpose. Okay, so once you receive this email that you are registered as an organization, no, you can add up your personnel who can report to central bank. Maybe big organization, they need more than 1%, 10%. So one by one, people can be add up. Okay, so again, this person going who need to be entered as a personal, so he need to go register as a person. Then the next step will come. This screen will appear where you receive already one ID from the goAML, which is your organization ID. So you need to enter this ID because you link that organization, and then you add all your related informations, passwords, and then you got registered. Okay, when you got a submit application. Okay, once you submit application, no, it's in the hand of the initially we enter the one personal, the liaison personal. Initially we already enter one guy in this initial application. So this, as an admin, he can handle all the rest of the application, to whom he can approve the request, to whom he can remove. So this is on his hand. So he can add up. So it's not anymore with the authorities. So you can control your own users and whatever, everything can be done on the portal. It's kind of same portal. I think if you have seen ESR portal, so some kind of, yeah. Okay, then after that, once you've done all these things, you got registered, and there's need a regular reporting to FTA. Sorry, FTA, no, central bank. All right, so now I'm go back to my original, yeah. Okay, so this is a little bit of the registration process, and okay, so to meet this requirement, one thing which I miss it, this registration is for the non-financial businesses, because these banks and all financial, they already doing these things. So this is the some institution which the risk of money laundering is high. They need to be registered, and 31st December, March is the last date. So real estate, everybody dealing with the precious stones, metals, gold, accountants, auditors, and who is dealing with the process of registration, the businesses, business consultancy firms. So everybody who is handling, doing whatever. So all these businesses need to be registered goAML, and what need to, after registration, they need to regularly check their clients. Any suspicious activity, they need to go to at goAML. Okay, and other good thing here. Okay, first, a bad thing, if you ignore these things, it is criminal offense, and penalties could be from 50,000 to 5 million dirhams. And okay, good thing, any personnel who need to report, who are going to report to FTA, sorry, central, sorry, because I'm also a lot of dealing with FTA, so all the time FTA is coming in my mind. Okay, so to reporting at goAML, so there is no penalty for him. So one personnel who came to know any suspicious transaction activity, he does let know the authorities. So in a good faith. So there is no legal liability on that person. So there is nothing to afraid on it for the reporting personnel, as long as they're doing the things proper way and in a good faith. Okay, so there other circular always in the available online, and easily it can be get, and further discussion can be get from there. So from today already I am on my time. So thank you very much for you guys for today time. So little bit we can open for the question where maybe I can able to add in my knowledge. And over to you, Mr. Shafiq.
Thank you very much, Brother Adab Chaudhary, for sharing us your expert and valuable knowledge and experience. There are a lot of questions, uh, but I will appreciate in a simple way if you just explain a normal businessman how he can register with goAML.
Okay, first of all, not all business need to be registered. There is only need to register the specific criteria real estate, who is dealing with the precious metal, and accountant, auditors, independent accountants, and this business setup companies that need to be registered. So normally, as an organization, then as a business, they need to be registered. They go to first pre-registration. I'll explain process where they will can get the an authentication number for the security codes, where at the app they can enter and get a security code to enter into goAML. So first you need to at a Google app, security app, you need to be linked with that. Once you link with that Google thingy, that's going to be your mobile. Okay, then you need to register central bank, this e-services goAML, and there that's a normal procedure where all the normal details you need to that's your all normal details, nothing special, nothing, your trade license, your expiry date, passport, that details need to give it. And you need to give one money laundering reporting officer. So that is the concern, that person you need to have. And that's not anybody, that's some you can say experienced person. Maybe they will ask what the criteria of that guy. So you need to some experienced person who will deal with that as a money laundering officer, and that after that you can get registered.